There comes a point in life when you realize aging is not something happening to you, it's something you respond to. Most people don't see it that way. They see aging as decline. Slower mornings, less energy, a quiet surrender to time. And without even noticing, they begin to live like it's already over. But what if that's the wrong story? What if aging isn't a fall but a climb? The Stoics believed that life doesn't lose meaning with time, it reveals it. And the real danger isn't getting older, it's reaching the end and realizing you never truly lived. So the question becomes, are you drifting or are you becoming? Because there are people who grow older and there are people who grow stronger. In this video, we're going to explore 9 powerful habits that keep your body active, your mind sharp, and your spirit alive. Not just to add years to your life, but to add life to your years. Let me tell you something most people don't want to hear. Comfort is slowly making you weaker. Not all at once, but over time. When life becomes too easy, your body adapts in the worst way. It stops growing. It stops fighting. It starts fading. The Stoics understood this deeply. They didn't wait for hardship to find them, they practiced it. Simple meals, cold nights, physical challenge. Not to suffer, but to remind themselves, I am stronger than this. And you don't need anything extreme to apply this today. Take a cold shower. Go for a long walk when you don't feel like it. Lift something heavy. Push your limits just a little further than yesterday. Because here's the truth. Energy isn't something you store, it's something you create. The more you use your body, the more alive it becomes. So ask yourself, are you choosing comfort or are you choosing strength? How you start your morning is how you train your mind to live your life. Most people wake up and immediately react. They check their phone, notifications, messages, news, and before they even stand up, their mind already belongs to the world. But what if you took that control back? The first hour of your day is not just time, it's direction. This is where discipline begins. Not with big actions, but with small choices. A moment of silence before the noise. A few minutes of reflection. A simple movement, stretching, walking, breathing. You don't need a perfect routine. You need intention. Because when you choose your thoughts first, instead of reacting to everything around you, something shifts. Your mind becomes steady. Focus becomes clearer. Energy lasts longer. So tomorrow morning, ask yourself this. Will you wake up to react, or will you wake up to lead yourself? Most people think they're tired because they're doing too much. But the truth is, they're chasing too much that doesn't matter. Status, approval, trying to impress people they don't even like. Running after goals that look good on the outside, but feel empty on the inside. And every time you chase something unnecessary, you drain your energy a little more. The Stoics had a different approach. They asked a simple question: is this within my control? If not, they let it go. Imagine how much lighter your life would feel if you stopped needing validation, if you stopped comparing, if you focused only on what truly matters. Your health, your growth, your relationships. Because energy isn't just physical, it's mental. And when you stop wasting it on things that don't matter, you suddenly have more of it for the things that do. So ask yourself, What are you holding on to that's quietly exhausting you? There's a moment that quietly ages a person, and it's not their birthday. It's the moment they believe they've learned enough. The moment curiosity fades, growth slows. And when growth slows, everything else begins to follow. The Stoics saw life differently. To them, the world was never something to figure out, it was something to keep exploring. A classroom that never closes. Think about it. When was the last time you tried something new? Read something that challenged you. Asked a question instead of pretending you already knew the answer. Because the people who stay sharp, energized, and alive, they never stop being students. They stay curious. They stay open. They allow themselves to be beginners again and again. And that's the secret. Curiosity keeps your mind active. Learning keeps your spirit young. So don't ask, how old am I? Ask, am I still growing? At some point, you have to stop blaming your age and start owning your choices. Because your body is not just something you live in, it's something you're responsible for. A lot of people say, I'm just getting older, or it's in my genetics. But the truth is, what you do every day matters more than what you assume about yourself. What you eat, how you move, how often you rest or don't. The Stoics believed the body was a tool, not for comfort, but for purpose. And any tool that's neglected eventually stops working. Think about it this way: would you expect a car to run well if you never maintained it? So why expect that from your body when you take ownership? At some point, you have to stop negotiating with your health. No more blaming your age. No more blaming your genetics. Because whether it's fair or not, your body is your responsibility. The Stoics didn't see the body as something to ignore, they saw it as a tool. A vessel that carries your mind, your purpose, your ability to act in the world. And like any tool, if you neglect it, it fails you. But if you take care of it, if you fuel it well, move it daily, challenge it consistently, it becomes an ally. Think about it this way. You wouldn't expect a sharp mind in a weak, exhausted body. The two are connected. Energy, focus, clarity, they all begin with how you treat yourself physically. So ask yourself honestly, are your daily habits building strength or slowly taking it away? Because long-term vitality isn't luck. It's a decision repeated every single day. This next idea might feel uncomfortable, but it's one of the most powerful shifts you can make. Imagine, just for a moment, losing what you take for granted today. Your health, your time, the people you love. Not to scare yourself, but to wake yourself up. The Stoics practiced this on purpose. Not because they were negative, but because they understood something most people ignore: what you appreciate, you protect. When you remember that nothing is guaranteed, something changes inside you. Gratitude becomes real, not forced. And urgency appears, not panic, but purpose. You stop moving through life on autopilot. You stop treating your days like they'll repeat forever. Instead, you start asking better questions. If this day mattered, how would I live it? Because life isn't just a routine to get through. It's an opportunity you've been given temporarily. And when you see it that way, you don't waste energy anymore. Most people think they're tired because of what they do all day. But in reality, They're exhausted by what they think about all day, replaying past mistakes, worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. And without realizing it, they're draining their own mental energy. The Stoics had a simple but powerful rule: stay with what is in front of you. Because the past is gone. The future isn't real yet. But your mind keeps traveling there again and again, carrying stress back into the present. Now imagine the opposite. What if you trained your mind to stay here in this moment, one task at a time, one breath at a time, no overthinking, no unnecessary noise? That's where clarity comes from. That's where calm lives. And a calm mind is not a weak mind. It's a focused mind, a rested mind, a mind that still has energy left to truly live. There's a reason some people feel energized even when life gets hard and others burn out doing far less. It comes down to one thing: purpose. When you're living only for yourself, your comfort, your goals, your success, it might work for a while. But eventually, that energy runs out. It feels empty, directionless. But the moment your life starts serving something beyond you, everything changes. Now your actions have meaning. Your effort has weight. The Stoics believed that each day you rise to do the work of a human being, not just for yourself, but for others. Think about it. When someone depends on you, when your work matters to someone else, you find energy you didn't know you had. That's not motivation, that's purpose. And purpose doesn't fade, it sustains. So ask yourself, who or what am I showing up for? Because when your life has meaning, your energy stops running out and starts showing up. There's one final shift that separates those who age with resistance from those who age with strength. It's called Amar Fati, the love of fate. Most people fight time. They resist change. They look in the mirror and wish they were younger. They hold on to who they used to be and slowly lose who they are becoming. But what if you stopped fighting it? What if you accepted every season of your life not as something to endure, but as something to embrace? The lines on your face, the lessons you've learned, the experiences that shaped you, none of it is a loss. It's proof that you've lived. Because real strength isn't found in staying the same. It's found in adapting, in accepting, in moving forward without regret. When you love your life as it is, you stop wasting energy wishing it were different. And that's where true power begins. Not in control, but in acceptance. Time is moving whether you pay attention or not. The real question is, what is it doing to you? Because aging is inevitable. That part you don't control. But becoming old, that's a choice you make every single day. You can let time wear you down, or you can use it to sharpen who you become. Two paths, same clock. One leads to regret, waiting, drifting, reacting. The other leads to strength, choosing, building, improving. And it doesn't happen all at once. It starts small. One habit, one decision, one shift in how you live today. Because these habits aren't about adding more years to your life, they're about adding more life to your years. Energy isn't something you find. It's something you build through discipline, through mindset, through how you show up daily. So don't wait for the right time. This moment is your time, and what you do with it becomes who you are.